My name is Santana. I'm a rising sophomore at Pomona College, and I'm currently undecided in my major, but I'm on the pre-medical track. MindCORE is a disciplinary program focusing on the brain and the mind, and it's given us undergraduate students from across the nation access to meaningful undergraduate research that we otherwise wouldn't have been able to get. In my research, I was focused on how people's perception of the world affects their language, so how they speak, how they write. What I found in past studies was that first-person pronoun was linked to depression. But I found that in these studies, the prompts were really self-reflective, so the participants really had to think about themselves. So what I did was I wanted to see if the same idea occurs in situations where participants are giving social support to someone. So imagine giving support to a friend going through a breakup. What I found is that in these situations, we didn't see this I and me type word usage in people with depression any more than people without depression. And although the data wasn't significant, it is interesting to note that people with depression were more than twice as likely to use words like we. I think that that's because of a shared understanding of negative emotions and people with depression really wanting to come together in a collective way to support someone else. A day in the life for me looked like waking up at 7:45 in the morning, making breakfast, and heading to lab at 10. When I walk into the lab, I meet everyone in the lab, I sit down and start the work I've been working on. If I have any questions, I have everyone in the lab to go to for any help. I have my main mentor, Steven, who has been helping me through my entire project. He's been really great, but really the star of the whole program is the people in my lab and all the support they've given me. Today was the culmination of everyone's project and presenting it to the entire program and all the visitors. Personally, for me, it was great seeing the culmination of my entire research and all the help that I've received from my lab coming to a final output and seeing everyone's happy faces listening to my presentation. As a rising sophomore in college, I've been having trouble figuring out what I want to do in the future. And although I've done some chemistry research in high school, I was really focused on psychology and wanted to see how research in the psychological field worked. Ultimately, what I found out is that I actually don't want to be in the research field at all. I really want more hands-on research with patients. So I think that even though I might stray away from the research field, I learned so much about the program and a bunch of life skills in the lab.